when we pull up to the kid's house with the with the bus, we jump out with our Mario suit and stuff on.
Now look at who's the first person to jump in the comment section. Oh
Uh,
Lord. What happened?
Oh,
What in the
she
world?
Tressa
she
seen it too. She felt you back. She just felt you back, boy. She was the first one in there.
Hey, you hungry
What's
again?
up?
What's happening, YouTube? Yes, it's a chaotic situation. We got all the fellas. We got a baby that's tired of bright lights.
3 minute a baby.
Yep. Well, El,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to let you go because you don't want to be on prime time tonight, right? You ready to go? All right. See you, baby. Say daddy, daddy. Here you go.
Whew.
I'll see you in a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Black Avengers are fully in support. You got all three of us for the first time, probably in about a report card, 16 weeks, semester, whatever. We got my man T Stream is back in the building. He's doing good. He's looking good. He's got a new venture going. T Streams, tell the people what's up with you before we dive on into power.
Oh man, I've just been taking it easy.
Wait a minute, T Stream. I got to pick on this girl. Lord have mercy.
Tressa's already
Hey,
light up.
good to see you.
Look, this girl ain't sent us no money. And we know she done made a killing off Tesla. She ain't sent us no money since the last time you was up here. And now here she done sent $5. What you want him to take off? You want him to take off his hat? You want him to take off his coat? I mean, my God, now T-Street, go ahead and tell the people what you've been up to, my brother.
T-Stream's got to start a OnlyFans page or whatever they call that.
I wouldn't make it, man. I wouldn't make it.
She'll be right next to what's her name? Bella, what's her name?
Oh man, I wouldn't make it. Yeah, it's everything going good, man. I've been just been taking things one day at a time, chilling. I still been following you guys. Just been exploring my little entrepreneurial spirit, and so got a couple of new ventures jumping off, and really, you know, when you start new businesses and stuff, it really requires a whole lot. So I've been away, you know, I've been away from the clan for a while, but the prodigal son has found his way back home.
Yeah, so, ladies and gentlemen, he is back and he's ready to talk about power. If you find us for the first time, please subscribe. Links is in the video description. Let's get on down to it. T-Stream, we haven't heard any of your opinions since you've been gone. So tell us how you feeling about Power Book 2 Ghost.
Say, man, you know what? I'm gonna put it just like this. I'm really digging this because prior to, I thought that, how were they gonna push the narrative with Ghost gone? Because I was like, Ghost actually, him and Tommy actually made Power. But now with this new thing, and then the direction that they push into Tariq, it looked like they gave him a little extra set of balls too. So so I'm feeling it. I'm loving Mary J. They got she not playing the little lonely, washed down, woman in distress role. So they got her exuding some power herself. So I'm actually feeling it, man. I honestly can't wait till Sunday. Hey, I think they hit a lick with this.
I had no doubt about Courtney Kemp being able to facilitate a story. What I had doubts about was, would people buy into Tariq? And I've always felt like we could buy into him if they made the narrative surrounding him good. And I felt like they've done that, because Tariq right now, as we speak, T-Streams, he's in a love quadrangle, not a triangle, not an isosceles, not a parallelogram. He's in a love quadrangle. And I'm here to tell y'all, sparking
Somebody was good in math.
Yeah, somebody is gonna die. And the question I want to pose to both of you guys, in Tariq's little love quadrangle, you've got Professor Megram, who we dearly love on this channel, that nice brown skin. And then you've got Diana, who's okay. And then you've got Lauren. And then you've got everybody's favorite from last year, Effie. If you two had to take bets, which one of them is going to kick the bucket?
Oh, that's going to kick the bucket.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Somebody going to kick the bucket. One of them is going to kick the bucket. And y'all know I'm hoping it ain't Professor Megram.
I'm hoping it's not Effie, but I'm thinking it might be, since she's sort of a holdover from last season. They might just like have brought her in to sort of bridge the gap, and now they might take her out.
Yeah, she might be the first one. She might be the first one to go. I think they're going to want to hold on to the professor because her appearance sort of gives way to a lot. It alludes to a lot of different possibilities that the story could actually go with her involvement. I don't know, but after her getting smashed in the office, I don't know if that would be really an interest of Tariq.
Nah,
Reek didn't know she got smashed.
Right, Reek don't know that. And I'm looking at it like this. If I had to bet, I would definitely say Professor Carey is not going to go because they're just setting in a good story to her. There's more to her backstory that they can explain, as we're just now really learning. Unless you follow this channel, y'all knew she had a sex addiction after episode 1, but they just explained that to us. And then her ex-husband still got feelings for her, which could pose a problem when he finds out that she's running around with Tariq. So I don't think they're going to get rid of her. I'm with Trisha C. I think if they had to get rid of one of them, it'd probably be Lauren. That's what I think they get rid of.
I think it might be, I would say Lauren, except they sort of brought her in as like the new girl. She's the on-campus love interest. If they get rid of her, they don't have anybody Tariq's age on campus that he'll be with. I'm inclined to think that it could be Effie, simply since she's a holdover, but we love Effie, and Effie's his drug connectance right now. So part of me is thinking it could be Diane, I guess that's her name, right? Mary J's chick?
Yeah, Diana.
Yeah, Diana. It could be her, because if she ends up getting killed, that's going to create the most tension. That's going to create the most drama, because if Lauren gets killed, who's going to care? It's going to be, a vigil on campus and people move on. If the professor gets killed, depending on the circumstances, same thing. If Effie gets killed, we'll feel bad because we already know Effie from last show. But if Diane gets killed, now you have Zeke having issues, Monet having issues, Monet's killer Kane having issues. You're gonna have a whole lot of people that are coming for Tariq, or at least want to know what's up, why'd she die. That's a whole lot more attention than just some rando dying.
Yeah. Maybe they will build more of Lauren's story into this, because they introduced her on the very first episode. So
yeah, maybe we're popping up.
Yeah, and she keeps popping up. So we're going to get more of Lauren. If I had to bet on it, I'm with Larry. I think it would be Effie. I don't see what plans they have for Effie. Effie don't even really fit into the story anymore, honestly, other than to pop in and maybe cause chaos and get killed. So I would love for them to drag it out with her and maybe give us more of her story. But if I had to bet on one, I would say Effie as well, if they're going to give somebody to kick the bucket in this season.
Okay.
So now that leads me into the next issue I got to bring up with my man T Streams, who is the entrepreneur. And when we speak of entrepreneurs, we know Tasha is an entrepreneur, and obviously Monet is an entrepreneur. Fellas, are we gonna see when Tasha gets out of jail next season? I mean, she's gonna get out this season, but for next season, are we gonna see a situation where it's gonna be Tariq's my son Monet and it be Tasha versus Monet. Because I think at some point in time, Reek is going to go into business with Monet. She's going to kind of become his mother out of jail. And then he's going to be torn with loyalties. So I'll give it to you first, T-Strings. Could we see that kind of a clash?
That would definitely take the whole series to some form of an apex. If that came to be, because one of the things that I was wondering, and then I got to thinking maybe I missed something or something like that. But one of the things I was wondering was like, well, for this family to be like so well connected and the husband to be top dog and stuff like that, right here why was there never no communications with between Ghost and their family or something like that in the past?
I said that same thing.
If there was,
on the show.
I didn't see it, but it puts me in the mind like with the Sopranos. Even Tony Soprano dealt with other families and stuff like that throughout the show. So if they did that, I think that it would definitely create a good tension focus, and it's probably something that they can milk a couple of episodes out of. But I don't know if Tasha gonna have to pull her grandma drawers up. We already know she's scantless, but we know that Mary J ain't pulling no punches either. She got them boys barreling folks up. So, it can definitely make for some good Sunday night watching.
Oh yeah,
I'll be honest with you. Monet's got peoples behind her, right?
Yeah.
But we also know that Tasha, I think, still has some people. People know Tasha. So, if she had to go hook up with some of Ghost and Tommy's old connects, plus Tommy could just make a phone call and get her set up. But we also know that Tasha will put in that work. Tasha will put in that wet work. We saw her close range, point blank, take out her best friend. She will put in that wet work. So, if it comes down to the two of those, I'm putting my money on Tasha because we've already seen what she'll do.
What?
And
you putting your money on Tasha. Tasha don't have an army.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. But all you need is one or two good people behind you to do some damage. You don't need a whole lot of chumps. You just need some good solid soldiers behind you. And she's got one in Tariq.
And she's probably going to have two with her new friend she has met in jail that she got the morning after pill for. Her real name is JJ. And ladies and gentlemen, quite possibly, thanks to my agent, Muchella, who likes to hang with the fellas, we might have her live next Monday or Wednesday. You better tune in. And she's going to talk all things power. She's going to talk about her role, some of the other roles she has done. And she's going to lead us in on how she's going to become the female Tommy on the inside. But I want to go back to something that you guys said. And I'm reading. Moochie is my agent. Muchella is my New York connect, ladies and gentlemen. When I need something from New York, I reach out to Muchella, and that chick got more connections than the subway system. I'm riding with Muchella. Now, I'm reading all of Trisha C's comments because I'm going to make a couple of mentions to her today because she super chatted, but more so because I know her heartthrob is in the middle of the screen today. But she made an interesting point. She said nobody knew who Ghost was because he was Ghost. That's true to some degree, but everybody knew who Tommy was because Tommy wasn't discreet about nothing. And if Monet's husband is in jail, there is no way he didn't know about Tommy's daddy, Terezi, who was the leader of the Italian mob in New York. He knows there's going to be a connection somewhere down there, I think. It has to be.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I'm sort of pontificating, thinking that, like you were talking about, maybe there's going to be some conflict between Tasha and Monet when they get out, and maybe there's going to be some divided loyalties with her and Tariq. I think what might happen is Tariq might start getting stuff set up. Tasha may come out and pick up,
Mm-hmm.
And the question might be is who's really Ghost? We're talking about the new Ghost. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Tariq or is it going to be Tasha? Because she might come out and they both might be running that game real strong, you know. Because Tasha's going to have the streets and Tariq is going to have the university. It's really going to be a situation. It could be a situation like with Tommy and Ghost, except instead of Tasha being a wife this time in a penthouse, she's going to be the one on the streets, and Tariq's going to be the one with all the upper crust connects up at that university. So
now I'm not saying that you can replace Tommy and Ghost with Tariq and Braden, but what I am saying, it seems as though they're hinting that that's going to be the dynamic, that we're going to have a college version of Tommy and Ghost in Tariq and Braden. But don't y'all kind of wonder about Braden a little bit? Now, I mean,
is that Bobby Brown?
No. Braden is the white guy.
Boy. Okay,
yeah.
White dude from college school.
The guy that's Bobby Brown. His name is Kane.
Right.
That's Bobby Brown. But
I worry about Braden because I'm sure that Tariq is smart enough to know this too. I mean, Braden he's in it for the excitement. He's in it for maybe a little bit of change, but he's also an extraordinarily wealthy, privileged kid. He doesn't want for money. If he wants something, he just needs to go to his family and get it. He may not even have to go. He may just have an allowance or an inheritance that he's able to pull off of some of it every month. So the idea of him wanting to be in this game like he is, I mean, I think the dude's loyal, it seems like, but when it really hits the fan, if all of a sudden you start looking at federal charges now, what does he have to gain by trying to stay in the game? He can just be like, I'm out. Right. You know, I'm out. Deuces, sorry to have to squeal on you, but you got to go. And then my parents will just take care of me for the rest of my life. He seems like he's playing. Same with Tariq in some level, but they seem like they're just playing a game of having fun and living this exciting life when neither one of them really need to, you know?
Yeah. Well,
I know Tariq has a little bit more motivation because he's trying to get his moms up out of jail, but ultimately, like she said, let me sit here for a few years, graduate, get your money, and then come get me out. Then file appeals and then get me out. You know?
I feel you. Well, T-Streams, tonight we're opening up the phone lines. Oh boy. And we got our first call. And Larry got his question ready. Here we go.
Oh, wait, I don't know if I have it ready just yet. Okay, go ahead. I'll figure it out.
Oh man, I missed it. Whoever that was, call back. But the number is right there, folks. 202-921-1842. We are taking your power questions. Just call in. So T-Streams in turn. Here we go. You are on the line with Lamont, with Larry, and with T-Streams. Who's calling and what's your comment?
No.
Hi, my name's Tyrone. I'm from Jersey.
Tyrone from the Jersey, ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on?
We can't call it, brother. How you feeling today?
Turn that up.
Feeling good. Ready to talk about some power.
Hey, hit us with it, brother. What's your thoughts? What's your concerns? Let us know.
My opinion, I don't think Ghost is dead fully. We still haven't got that RP post from Stars yet, so still waiting for that. And second, I think Tariq will be the new Ghost, and Kane will be the new Tommy.
Okay.
Raiden, in my opinion, is just too goofy to be a new Tommy. I don't think he has the heart like Tommy do.
Right.
Who's gonna be the new Tommy?
I have a theory about Monet. I think that Monet actually put her husband in jail, but we shall see.
Okay, so in case y'all didn't catch everything he said, that was a great hot take. He thinks that Monet put the husband in jail, and he also thinks that Kane is going to be the quote-unquote new Tommy. He feels like Braden is too goofy, and I kind of feel similar about Braden, but I really think they're trying to lean in that it's going to be Braden and Tariq, But after what we just seen last episode, when Tariq had the school cane, that easily reminded me of Tommy and Ghost. That easily reminded me of Tommy and Ghost. So I can see his point. Now, my brother from New Jersey, you know we can't let you get off this phone without Larry asking you something nutty. So, Larry, hit the brother with your infamous question, and let's see what my brother got to say. Now, my brother, I warned you, if you marry, you can say no.
So I'm just wondering, since we have Tasha locked up and Tariq on the go, and I mean on the go since he's running everywhere, who's smashing first? Somebody's smashing. Tariq's got a love quadrangle, and Tasha's about to end up with some chick that's already pregnant in jail. So there's something going on up in there. Somebody's smashing in jail. So who's smashing first, Tasha or Tariq?
Okay, caller. He wants to know who's gonna smash first, Tasha or Tariq. It's on you now, my brother.
Tasha or Tariq?
Yep. Which one gonna smash first?
I mean, I want to say Tariq, but it'd be kind of weird. I mean, we literally seen his boy since he was a kid.
Right.
You know?
So that'd be weird. But with the relationship that Tasha is having in prison or about to have in prison, you never know what she's gonna have to do to survive in there. So I'm gonna go on a limb and say maybe Tasha.
Okay. All right. We appreciate that, my brother. Stick with us. Stick with us. Share me with all your friends, and keep tuning in, my brother. We'll catch you next time.
I like the logic.
See, Tasha has this uncanny ability to do what needs to be done to advance her,
Her agenda.
Advance her agenda, yeah. And so, if if she got to bump bodies with
I did not say it, y'all. I don't want anybody getting up there and say there was some craziness said and just assume that it was me. I didn't say it.
Yeah, that was T Streams, man.
I can almost see her. I can almost see the episode now where she's like mentally regretting it, but like, forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it because this is gonna get me what I need to do in order to get this or to get that to get out.
Okay.
I can damn near see
it. She might do that.
Here's a theory. What if Tasha gets out of jail, and part of the reason why she gets out and then ends up with is Detective, what's her name?
Who? Rodriguez?
Yeah, because we know she likes girls.
I would love it. And we have a caller on the line. Caller from New Jersey. Talk to us. Tell us your name and then drop us your comment. Caller left. Never mind. Hey, I'm here for that.
When you put the calls up, put it up a little bit louder. We could barely hear them.
Hey, I had that one as loud as I could get it.
Can you get her next to the microphone more closer?
The thing was sitting on top of the microphone.
It was on speaker?
Oh no, it was on Bluetooth. But this time I put it on speaker. But anyway, Tasha might have to resort to those type of measures while she's in jail. And if she does, hey, I
might have to clean it up. I see Misty Todd in the building.
I
might have to keep it clean.
Who is Misty Todd? who is this mysterious person that's about to turn our dirty Larry into somebody clean? Oh, we got another phone call, y'all.
That's my little sister.
What's going on? You are in the building with Larry, Lamont, and T Streams. Tell us who you are and what is your power comment.
My name is Dominique Keith. I'm from Chicago. My power comment is, if y'all checked out episode 2, the officer and they got the same little like eagle looking tattoo. One is on the shoulder, the
said he got some type of brother. I don't know.
Oh yeah, so let me fill y'all in on what my man is saying. So basically, Courtney Kemp on her Instagram basically said they kept the casket closed on purpose, and she kind of eluded that there's a brother, and a lot of people are speculating it's Laz Alonso, the guy that's playing Mother's Milk on The Boys. And this caller is highlighting he's seen some little nuances in this past show that might highlight Ghost is off with his brother. Now, caller, do you think that Ghost is down there with his Uncle Gabe?
I don't think he's with his Uncle Gabe, but he could be with his quote-unquote brother. Now, they've been posting the other dude. He's been up in other little stuff, I think, like jumping the broom and stuff like that. Another dude that kind of looked like Omari Hardwick, but they're saying that could be his brother. Now, he could be, had the Tommy ambulance business and ran off somewhere with his brother, because nobody knows about his brother but Courtney Kemp. You know what I'm saying? If it's true, like she's been hinting toward a brother, so he could have ran off with his brother somewhere and link up with Tommy later and figure out how to deal with Tyreek.
Yep. So one of the people in the comment section has been highlighting that his father is saying that Ghost has dipped out with Tommy and is in California. And his argument to support that was when we saw Tommy driving the Mustang, they never showed the passenger side. I gotta say, man, y'all are better detectives than me, because y'all be picking up on stuff that I be like, damn, y'all be seeing everything.
Type stuff where they meet up at the beach.
So hey, that's a good point, my caller. That's a real good point. Now it's time for me to give you the Larry question. Larry, yeah.
No, this one's mild, because I gotta clean my act up for a little bit. This one's mild. We've seen some other people from the regular Power show in this. So we've seen some of the regular Power people in this show, but we haven't seen Tommy's mom and we haven't seen Tommy. So I'm asking, who do you think is going to make an appearance first, Tommy's mom or Tommy?
Okay, so caller, Larry wants to know who's going to make an appearance first, Tommy or his mother?
That's a tough one due to the fact that they didn't already kind of threw Tommy's name in the mix. So
that's true.
I wouldn't put it past Tommy coming in. However, I feel like Kate may make an appearance first, just off the strength that she was more close to Ghost being his quote unquote mother. That makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, man. And we appreciate you calling us. Please stick with us and share us with your friends, man. Stick with the channel.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right, brother. I want to see Kate Egan, damn it. That was one of my favorite characters, damn it. And I want to see Kate Egan before California. That's what I want to see.
She's a wilded out cokehead, boy.
Man, she was off the chain. And people want to know, like we want to know, why was Kate Egan not at Ghost's funeral? So that right there leads to speculation. People are saying, Tommy, Ghost, and the mama all going to California. Courtney Kemp knew what she was doing. She has strategically placed things in here that could be truth and may not be true. It's all a center of speculation. So getting back to we got another call. I'm waiting for P Jammer to call in here.
I don't know if she's on. Is she in there?
You are on with Larry, Lamont, and T Stream. State your name and what is your point? Okay, repeat that. Okay.
Yo, we can't hear it all, man.
All right, repeat that again for me, caller, so everybody can hear it.
I said, talk to her daughter, because she can make an appearance too, because now she know who killed her father. Like, you think she's gonna take grandchildren or
Oh yeah. Now we can't forget that storyline.
Yeah.
And they did make it seem like they might bring Eliza Marie back, right? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing her come back, but if they bring her back, they're going to have to bring back the people that are attached to the Italian mob. I mean, you can't just bring her without her being attached to a parent or somebody. So they would have to bring back that whole crew. And that could be an issue right there by itself.
But she's only like 14, right?
Benny.
The one that's the mob.
Teresi.
No, he's talking about he's talking about she was staying with Debbie Mazar's character. And cousin Benny was the one that Tommy killed.
I'm talking about Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. Y'all remember Carlos? Yeah. Hey, and he's a mob boss. So if that was to happen, then you bringing in a whole nother cartel into the storyline. It'd be. And I think they're going to try to run this show. Probably they're going to do more than this one season because it's been too popular. Yeah. So you probably going to get to see all these storylines you're referencing somewhere down the road. But now, your thing today, caller, Larry going to hit you with that infamous question. Larry, what you got for this brother?
Man, I had my question. Now I lost it. Hold on, let me see if I can get it back right quick.
Oh Lord, well, I'll ask him what you slipped me in the email. So, caller, Larry wants to know, and I hope you ain't married. This is what Larry told me in the email. He said, Lamont, I'm going to ask one of them who would they smash first. Would they smash Professor Megram? Would they smash Lauren? Would they smash Effie? Or would they smash Diana? So, caller, which one you going to get first?
We don't. Hey, we don't discriminate either. So if you say Tariq, that's on you. Hey man, equality is a human right, bro. I'm just saying. I'm down for everybody.
Okay, we appreciate you, homie. Be sure to share us with everybody. Let everybody know who lets you call in and get your opinion. We appreciate that. Larry, he's going with that dark chocolate Diana.
Diana, huh?
Diana. Right. Yes.
All right.
Hey, look at Louisiana boy James said he want them both. he tried. Oh my goodness. Boy, I tell you, y'all be killing me on that. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I'll tell you, I think what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
I think Tariq's gonna make a bunch of money, and he's not gonna have any way to get rid of it. So he's gonna have to launder it, and he's gonna end up calling Autumn Night. Autumn Night come through there.
But you know what? T-Streams, you didn't watch P-Valley.
Well, I caught a couple of the episodes. I did watch it. I did watch a couple of episodes, man. I think I watched maybe 2 or 3.
Okay. So to be honest with you, I don't see why they couldn't, because they're both in the Stars Network. I don't see why they couldn't do some kind of a P-Valley
crossover.
Power crossover. And it doesn't have to be with Tariq's show. It can definitely be with Tommy's show. They can definitely do it like that.
Yo, could you imagine though if like Ghost and Tommy on their way to California stop at the Pink?
Oh, Lord, man. As a matter of fact, I seen people online trying to say that Amari Hardwick looks like the bouncer from the Pink, or they were similar in look. Yeah. Talk about Diamond. I can see that.
That would be something else, boy. That'd be something else.
So everybody's been talking about the Tate series, and y'all know I really want to see that one. But the rumor is they've canceled it. Is there any validity to that story? Wow. Anybody know?
I hadn't heard anything about it, but I mean, would I mean? Could you really generate? I'm assuming that they can, but from a viewer's perspective, would that be something that? Do you think that would be something that the viewers would really be interested in about? Uh, Governor Tate, or I'm not sure exactly what approach they would take. What is it before he became governor? When he was, we know he was crooked or he was shady.
Right.
That part is obvious, but do you think that they would have? Do you think that they would have been able to generate buzz that could consistently, go, 12, 13 episodes at the very least?
I would say it depends on how much involvement he's going to have in this show and how much involvement he might have in any of the other shows. He's already in this show a little bit, and depending upon how far they run him in this show, it could definitely carry over to the show. What would happen? This is just a scenario, and I know y'all love it when I go on these random tangents about scenarios. What would happen if Tate decided to get with Tasha? That could definitely carry over to his next show. That would be like the weirdest, craziest thing that could possibly happen.
That would be something else right there. That would be something else.
And it wouldn't be per se a relationship of love. It could just be a relationship of you scratch my back, I scratch yours. We're a symbiotic unit where, because he's governor, he can cover for her dirty dealings and vice versa.
Ooh, here we go. Oh, I have a question. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not even gonna ask her. I'm gonna wait for the next caller. No, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. What about this theory? What about this? What if Ramona turns out to be pregnant and she comes back now? Tariq is gonna have a little brother, and now she's all up in Tariq and Tasha's life because she's carrying Ghost Baby.
Okay.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
It's a possibility.
Okay. Now, me personally, I would have her ass on Jerry Springer or Maury doing a DNA test, because there ain't no way I would believe that's Ghost Baby. I think that's Larry's child. That's exactly who baby I think it is. You think that I'm gonna believe it? That baby's in hell no. That's Larry's child, but
not mine, man. I'm married.
And I ain't never seen marriage stop a penis that want to get in the hole bad enough. But having said those things,
no. It would be interesting though. It would be interesting if that actually happened, where she was pregnant, and then all of a sudden now there was an issue, especially when it came up with, with the estate and dividing it up. Because now all that stuff that's laid out in the will, that whole estate would be challenged. Because all of a sudden now you have a new heir, and they would have a rightful claim to his assets.
Well, don't you think that if they tried to pull that would be the worst piece of writing you ever seen? Because they never smashed. When they had an opportunity to get it in, he got shot before he could get to her, wherever he sent her to go. To the office, I think to her home, wherever he sent her, he never made it there.
Right. Well.
So here's somebody that has been coming up in the comment section of some of my videos. Where the hell is Paz? We mentioned it Monday night. She didn't come to the funeral.
Well, we didn't think we could like Paz at the funeral.
What'd you say?
I hated him.
Well, that would be more fodder for her to go make sure his ass got buried.
There's that, yeah.
Is there anyone who wants to see Paz back on the show?
I don't know where she fits in at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
I mean, I like Paz. I like the woman that plays her as an actor, but I just don't see where she fits in anymore.
The only way she would fit in is if for some strange reason Ghost wasn't dead. But I still don't see how they would even flip that. I've listened to a lot of different theories or possibilities. I just, I can't. At first, I was one of the believers, but I don't see it, just for the sole reason that how the DNC guys is is puppeteering the Cooper Sacks and stuff like that. I think if he was still alive, at the very least they would know.
Here's a theory how we get Paz back. Paz runs into Sax at a bar somewhere. They start chit-chatting, and next thing you know, bam, relationship. There you go. Now Paz is back in the building.
Man, Cooper Sacks.
Drive-by shooting.
Right. Cooper Sacks weird ass. I don't know about that, man. But
I don't know. That's all. We never see him with a woman. He doesn't seem to be interested in a man. I mean, I think at one point he was interested in Angela,
Well, he was interested in Angela, but he was also interested in getting in between Rodriguez and her girlfriend. If you remember the interaction he had with them, he was all up trying to put some penis in that meanness all day.
You go. So we already know that he's got a thing for Latin women because the two women he was trying to get with on the show were both Latin women. So there you go. Now we bring Paz into the mix. He goes out. Maybe his family then plucked him, called him Nancy one too many times. He goes out to the bar to go have a little drink, drinks a few shots. Paz is up there drowning her sorrow, still thinking about her sister. They meet, they start talking, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, they run off, smash in the back of a car, and then they end up just start talking on a regular, and next thing you know, they're sort of in a relationship. And Paz is back in the building.
Man, I can tell you right now, we already struggling.
Man, dealing with the writer's room. Courtney, call me.
We already struggling trying to deal with the fact that Tariq gonna have a sex scene, and now you want to throw punk ass Cooper Sacks into the mix with a sex scene. Realistically,
Tariq's gonna have a sex scene, but no one's gonna see him because we're all gonna filter him out. It's just gonna be like whatever woman's gonna be there is gonna be having sex with just empty air. We're not even gonna see him.
Here you go. Now
it's gonna be filtered out. Nobody wants to see that. I think Courtney Kip doesn't even want to see that.
So with all jokes aside, a way you could bring in Paz is the same way Cooper Sacks brought in Sergeant Rodriguez to testify against everything she knew about Ghost and the Empire. Even though Tasha met up with her and threatened her last year, you could still bring her back in because Cooper Sacks knows she knows something. He could have her called to testify. That's a way you could legitimately bring her back in. And if that happens, if it goes down the way it's looking like, I could see that happening at the last minute.
Maybe. Or maybe what's Fast and Furious dude's name?
Fast and Furious dude. Who?
The one
the one that died. The one that died and came back to life.
Yeah. Han, right. So,
man,
I don't even like
what the hell, man. Y'all do, man. Lord have.
I don't remember these people's names sometimes. I remember their movies. So, Fast and Furious, dude. So, I can see maybe that whole case getting blown up because maybe Tariq sends Lauren or Diana, because Mary J already said, hey, you seen how so-and-so was looking at you, got to use what you got to get what you want. So she's already setting her up to be like she is and using that ass. So maybe she goes and sets Diana up to go hang out someplace where Fast and Furious is. They hook up, and now all of a sudden it's all these entanglements. We're talking about Will Smith Jada level entanglements, and then boom, when the whole case comes down, they reveal that this dude's been messing with this chick, and there's all these other entanglements with Sax and Reek, and the whole case just goes up in smoke.
Y'all, for all of you people that are new to this channel, because we right now have over 160 some odd people watching this. This is what Larry wants to see. When he get out of control like this is what he wants to see.
Yeah, go ahead and burn all that.
My king, we cannot do that. It is our tradition.
When I tell you to do something, I mean that shit. Burn it all!
The rightful ruler of Wakanda. Killmonger for life.
When I
Ladies
tell
and
you,
gentlemen, that's all he wants. When he gets to tripping like that, you either got to show him that clip or you got to show Ramona's forehead. Either one works to get him to calm down because he want to slip and slide on that forehead. Don't let him fool you.
Oh my goodness.
Now, in all honesty, since both of you guys have seen this very last episode, now I was going to save this to Friday, but T Streams is the entrepreneur, so we might not have him Friday. T Streams, what do you expect to happen in the next episode?
You know, I watched this last episode twice, man, and you know, trying to use some type of foresight and just to try to fill that void until next weekend. But I honestly, man, I really don't know. I think that, you know, I do think that they're going to, once Mary J sends out that little probe to find out about who Tariq is, I think she's going to respect him a little bit more, even though the little clips that they've been showing was sort of like more so on the defensive side, like you got to watch him and all this other kind of stuff. I think she's actually going to respect him just a little bit more because now she'll know who he is. But you know, one of the things that I've really been interested in with the show that that hadn't been mentioned tonight really was Method Man's character.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he's going to his little conversation with Tariq. So Tariq has been sort of giving a few of these cats some real verbal slangs, you know, and really, you know, bolstering them and
Oh my Lord Jesus Christ!
I'm just saying.
Look, man.
No, I agree. I'm still listening to T Streams. You're right. He's been giving them some verbal ass whoopings.
No, man. Stop. I just used that same picture in my trailer clip that I dropped yesterday. And you must went somewhere digging for it. Like, damn, Lamont found that. Let me see that.
Yeah.
Hey, I must admit, that was a right one. That's why I used that one.
You know?
Yes, but I forgot to give a shout out to my brother Buzz, who did super chat. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to this channel, whenever you super chat me, I found an old school clip to say thank you. So this is for my big brother Buzz. We coming to America, my brother.
I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate. I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Love of all inside of me. Yeah. Sexual Chocolate.
God damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
You must be crazy.
And damn it, that boy Buzz, he know how to super chat. Damn, that boy good. He super chat almost every time we get up here. And I appreciate that, Buzz. And anybody else that want to super chat, I've got some more for you too.
That just never gets old. Such a chocolate.
It never gets old, bro. It's classic and it won't get old. So we appreciate it.
Oh man.
Larry, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen on this coming episode?
I think Tariq and Braden are going to start the early parts of their venture, whatever that's going to be. I think Tariq's going to start putting that in motion. Mm-hmm. I think that he's probably gonna have a little bit of a confrontation with Kane, because I think Kane knows he's smart. Now I think he might want to test him and see if he's hard. And so I think there might be a little bit of a confrontation where he's going to realize Tariq's not going to back down to, either it's going to be direct between those two, or he's going to put Tariq in a situation where Tariq's going to have to sort of prove himself a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with all these women. I think that, you know, something's going to happen with Diana. Something's definitely happened. They didn't put that little scene in there with Mary J giving her some hoe instructions for no reason.
Damn,
you
man,
know,
he had to go there.
Use that. I mean, that's what it is.
Well, I mean, hey, big shout out to my folk family dad cooking, who has been watching this channel for about 3 years now. I got something special for you too, family dad cooking. Let me see here. I'm gonna give you this brother right here because we missing him pretty bad. Wakanda forever, my brother, family dad. You've been holding this channel down for a minute, and we appreciate you. Well, Larry, if Monet sends her daughter down that road, that's not unlike something we've seen before. We know plenty of hot women that use what they got to get what you want, quoting the Players Club. And unfortunately, us dumbass men, we fall for the shit every time, usually.
Every time.
Wow. Every time. As long as it don't smell like Oscar the Grouch house and it ain't as dry as the Sahara, we fall for it every time. I mean, it is what it is.
Not all the times, because I feel like Tommy and Ghost both were like, yeah, I'm down with you, but don't get in the way of my business.
Hey,
you know,
some of the reason, well, Tommy for sure, but Ghost, can't we directly link some of his downfall to Angela?
Yeah, but I don't want to put Angela in that whole basket, because they were cool since they were little kids.
What?
You know?
What?
I don't want to put her in there with that. I don't want to put her in there as she was just some honey trap, because they've been down with each other since they were little kids.
But Larry, that doesn't absorb her of knowing the man was married. And she
I'm not going there. I'm not trying to absolve her of her of her adultery. Excuse me. She didn't do it. She wasn't he was the one that was had an infidelity. But I mean, I'm not trying to absolve her of her adultery. I'm just simply saying, I don't think she was sort of like the honey trap that had him doing stupid stuff just because. I feel like there was a much deeper connection there, because they have been friends since they were children.
Right.
So,
I can get with that. I can get with that.
It was a level 3 thought. You know, it's level to that.
Because if you know, like, he wasn't that way with Ramona. Ramona was just sort of like a Johnny come lately chick. So, you know, he was like, yeah, she's cool and all that, but he wasn't about to let her get in the way.
I kind of felt like he really wanted to make a new life with Ramona. That's what I felt like he was getting from Ramona. He wanted to resurrect himself, get on the right track. And I think that subliminally, he felt she knew that he had some prior bad dealings, but maybe she thought he had cut that life off because he was so close to being lieutenant governor.
Yeah, I thought that was the direction that they was actually going in. They straight foobarred me with it too.
Hey, y'all heard, but y'all know where y'all heard it first about that man getting in political office last year. I said that in the summertime, and do I ever let y'all down? Maybe, 4 out of 10 times I let y'all down, something like that. Now
here's a theory for you, Lamont. Since you were talking about maybe Monet set her husband up,
right?
And if that's the case, and maybe he understands that, or he knows that. What if Monet's husband finds a way to get up out of jail, and him and Tariq end up hooking up? They could become allies.
It could be interesting. We obviously know that the husband has connections, because damn, he got a cell phone and a morning after pill in less than 24 hours to Tariq to get to his mama. So he's well connected in the jail, which just further highlights my point. You don't get to be that well connected, and you don't know who are the major drug bosses that are in prison or per se out of prison. I don't know how he doesn't at the very least know Tommy.
Yeah, I don't know how he doesn't know Tommy or Ghost. I just don't buy it. I mean, even from back in the day, they would have known him. Even if it was through somebody like Kane or whoever, he would have known somebody.
Yeah,
right.
So
right.
I don't buy it. I want to know what episode though we're gonna see 2-Bit come back.
I don't think he coming back this season.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's going to be on Tommy's show.
Yeah. But let me ask you this. I've sat there and 3 different times I've heard Mary J mention something about protection, about her, her man, his name protects her. Who is she? Who does she need protection from?
She probably need protection from all the other cartels that would like to encroach upon her business district.
Oh. Okay.
It might be she needs protection from him.
I don't think she needs protection from him, but in the trailer clip, he didn't look too pleased at what she's doing outside the jail. He ain't look too thrilled. And I think he probably could sniff some penis done been somewhere he ain't wanted to go.
Yeah, but he might already know. He might be okay with it as long as she's doing it for a purpose. I mean, we saw how what his name was on that show, Hightown.
I was about to say, this ain't Hightown. This ain't Hightown.
I'm just saying. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys need to get down with the whole repertoire of shows that we watch.
Yeah, and that's another one that was on Stars that was pretty good. And my Larry from Curb Your Enthusiasm slang, pretty good. It was good. So you've got Power, you've got Hightown, and you've also got P-Valley. All were great shows, and we reviewed all of them. And it would be great if they did some kind of a Stars universe and have all these shows intermingle for at least 3-4 episodes. I would love to see that.
What if Tariq and Braden and them go to spring break up in Cape Cod, and while they're up there, Uncle Clifford and them go on a road trip, taking the girls dancing at different places up there. So you have the whole P-Valley crew up there dancing, and Tariq and them are up there on spring break serving up people's goodness, and then you have the whole Hightown clique because that's where they're at.
And see, you know what's going to happen? Acito is not going to like nobody up there pushing drugs in his territory, especially considering Frankie done got out of jail. Done got out of jail. They ain't having it.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Yeah, but we probably ain't gonna never see that. So let's get in the last comments because y'all know it's almost time for my shift with my daughter. T-Streams, get in your last statement about what you want to see overall from Power this season.
I want to see. All right, so if I'm going to say throughout the overall season, what I would really like to see is Tasha out and on the throne. You know, she was actually set up. She was actually set up to be a boss, but I would actually like to see her out.
Hold on, y'all. Moochella's calling in. I have to take this because she's my agent. Oh man. Hold on, Mooch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna call Moochie back. I have to take this call because y'all, Moochie is my agent. So we have to take this call and see what she got to say on Power this day. Here we go with the Mooch.
Oh, it's ringing. There it is.
Moochella.
Mooch.
Hey, turn down your computer a little bit.
All right.
We
I have my ear to the street.
Yes.
I read an article where they're talking about bringing on Redman as Method Man's brother.
Oh my God! Did y'all hear that?
Did y'all hear about that?
No, we didn't.
Redman's gonna pop up as who?
Method Man's brother on the show.
I can see that. They roll together all the time.
Redman is gonna pop up and be Method Man's brother on the show.
Oh yeah, red meth. You know, you can't.
I mean, we're gonna have a whole 1990s hip hop reunion. We keep it up. We might have had a whole damn Wu-Tang up there if they keep going.
You know.
You can't fight that.
Deck.
Yes. Can you hear us, Moochie?
God?
Can you hear us, Moochie?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Okay. Well, how are you liking the season so far?
So far, I'm liking it because everybody was, I was mad at Tariq. I wanted to get at him. I wanted him to be going too. I wanted him to be taken care of, and I wanted Zach dead. But I'm warming up to it.
Okay. Now, before I let you go, and I greatly appreciate you keeping your ears to the streets and making connections happen, I got to let Larry ask you a crazy question. Go ahead, Larry. Let's get a question going for the Mooch.
All right. So which is Tariq going to do first? Is he going to smash or is he going to kill? Which one?
Good question. So Moochie, he wants to know, what is Tariq going to do first? Is he going to smash or is he going to kill somebody? Which one going to happen first?
You know what? I think Brayden going to end up killing somebody first.
Hot take. I love it. Hey, I'm with you, Moochella. I'm with you. I rise with you. And Moochie, I appreciate you. Keep sharing me. Keep helping the brother out. We love you from North Carolina all the way up in NC, and we will be catching you on the flip side. Hey, I like that. I like that.
I wasn't thinking about that, but there you go.
Yeah, because Brayden already done showed he's hungry to get back to selling them drugs. He's already done flexed his white privilege power. I can easily see him popping off and killing somebody. Easily see that. And plus, I would have said Tariq gonna smash first anyway. That's what I would have said. So
man.
So Larry, give us what your overall thoughts would be for the entire season, then I'll finish it up.
I'll be honest with you. When they first said they were gonna make the show with Tariq, I was like, boo, I don't want to see it because I didn't like Tariq as a character. And he's still in his situation. Everybody is in their situation right now because of the stupid things he's done. Well, not everybody, but him, his sister, his mom, they're all in the situation because of all the dumbness he's done. But because Courtney Kemp said that Tariq is her favorite character, I knew the show was going to be good. I knew she was going to put her heart and soul and her energy in it, and it shows. It is a really good show. The storyline so far is good. Everything moves. There's really nice pacing. It's a good show. And so, I'm just sort of left at the end of each episode looking forward to the next episode, which is the way a show really should be. So I'm pleased. I'm pleasantly surprised, but at the same time, not surprised.
Right. Now, I'm going down the same Tariq road too, because we hated the character. We didn't like his acting. And I, for one, specifically said to all you people claiming you ain't going to watch it because Ghost and Tommy is gone, stop effing lying. If they put a good enough story around Tariq's character, he don't have to carry the show. He can be a superseding piece of the show. And so far, they put a pretty good story around him. It's just like what Power used to be. It's 5 different unfolding plots that are going to all crash down on their head when we least expect it. And they're setting the groundwork for the same exact thing. So I'm pretty happy with the show.
Layla Kofi called us out. She said Kayla Kofi called us out. Said she said we didn't let T Streams finish making his prediction.
Good point. T Streams, finish your prediction because damn, these women love you, T Streams. Hell, I don't know if Kayla's a man or a woman, but I'm assuming she's a woman. But damn, they love you, man. I need to get me a Detroit hat. Yeah, but finish your point, brother.
Yeah, I was basically before you guys rudely away.
Wait, man. The mooch called, and when the mooch calls, I gotta take that phone call. You understand? I have to take that phone call.
Yeah, we got you. No hard feelings, man. No hard feelings. Yeah, honestly, I would like to see what direction Method Man character is going to play, but at the same time, I really would like to see Tasha out. it's only so much you can. It's only so much you can really do with Tasha being, with Tasha being in jail and stuff like that. Now, they already got the dime on Cooper Sacks that, and that all these queen pen charges are frivolous. So I'm thinking that they're going to really. I would like to see them go ahead and don't play that back and forth game with that particular situation, because it sprung out like really out of the blue. So it was, I would like to see them get rid of that and go, move on with the story. And just doing that would eliminate Cooper Sack and Han at the same time, as well as set Tasha free. I think this is a good opportunity for her to shine outside of Ghost's shadow. And so that's what I would like to see, before the end of the season. I'm not even sure how many episodes this season have. I hadn't had a chance.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 8.
8.
I think so.
Yeah, so they got 6 more episodes to cram a whole bunch, of stuff into. But don't sleep on it. I really think that I think those last 2 episodes also is going to provide a cliffhanger that neither one of us ever expected the direction of the film to go in. And so I think they're gonna just to do that reel in. They're good at plugging in cliffhangers, but I really think they're gonna. I know they've been listening to the people. I know they've been, they have some very creative writers and stuff like that. But that's the direction that I would like to see it. But I'm trying to pinpoint what those end episodes or those end season episodes cliffhangers is going to be, because they need something that's going to say, ooh wee, now you got to wait 8-9 months to the next one, and this right here is what's going to make you want to wait and watch it. And so
yeah,
and
I think you're going to be stuck with Sax and probably Han for a long time. I think Sax is going to be around for this entire series.
For this one?
Yeah, I mean, not just the season. I think he's going to be in it for the whole series. I think he's going to be that law enforcement officer that's constantly trying to get him. And
sort of like a train type guy.
Maybe, yeah, but maybe. But what I think that's going to be interesting, because of the whole thing, like the whole back and forth that you were talking about, like with them going back and forth a little bit, saying we know this is bogus, but they're still trying to get her. I think when they finally say, okay, this whole queen pin thing is bogus, and they end up having to drop the charges and getting her out of jail, I think when that happens, it's going to do like the same thing that sort of happened with Ghost when they had to drop all those charges against him. It's just going to make it that much more difficult for them to bring new charges against him later, because they're going to say, okay, here's this high profile person. This office already went after her husband. Turned out that they had nothing. They had to drop all the charges. And now they've gone after her again. It's going to really look like some sort of, vindictive revenge thing that the office has. And it's just going to make it harder for them to go after her. So I think she's going to have a little bit more freedom than she might have before to just sort of move and do her thing. So,
yeah,
definitely. So to follow up on a couple of things, there's 10 episodes this season.
Right, there is 10. I looked it up too.
The guy I think y'all talking about is John Mock. He's going to be
Mock, right?
Yeah, he's going to be up here.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in Fast and the Furious, to be honest with you. So you got John Mock, and you got Steve from the DNC. He's not going anywhere. And we've got people saying that Raised by Wolves is something that they might want us to talk about. So you guys post your comments down here if you want us to talk about that. We are talking about Lovecraft Country. We definitely talking about The Boys. Good God Almighty. Whew.
Right.
That show is right. I can't wait for Friday. Get here quick. So we're gonna talk about that.
What if Stormfront is the way she is because she had her heart broken by a black dude, and then she meets Tariq, and all of a sudden now she doesn't want to be racist anymore because she's fallen for the reek. I'm just saying, we're talking about crossovers here, man. Major crossovers here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me play something else before I exit. This one's for Larry. And we'll end it right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's for my man Larry to get us out of here. 'Cause Larry about to get us in trouble. And ladies and gentlemen, I've got 1,000 of those. Anytime you super chat us, I've got 1,000 of those that I play you to say thank you and give you more of the lure of black theater. So there you go. T-Streams, it's good to see you. When will we see you again, T-Stream? Can we at least see you once a month? Because the only time I make money on this channel is when you show up.
Man, I'm not an earner. I'm feeling bad. I'm not earning. I'm about to go put on some shorts or something. Go get me a D hat.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I gotta go get me a Detroit hat.
Yeah, if we don't have any rentals for this weekend, man, I'll definitely be back Friday, man. It's actually, honestly, man, it's actually this is a great stress reliever, man. Just being able here to sit here because once we over, man, I'm right back to my office. And I'll be there to 2-3 o'clock in the morning just to go to sleep and be right back up again at 7-8. And so,
man,
so, yeah.
No, man. Look, man. Trisha C going too far. T-Stream, get control of your women. Get some control. She down there talking about anything but the Miami hat. Get control of your women, T-Stream. My Miami Heat is about to be in the NBA Finals. Now you need to get some control of your women. Man. They down there tripping.
It doesn't really matter if they're in the finals. They're not going to win.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, that's enough of this show. We will be back Friday night at 9 p.m. trying to stay out of trouble. We'll cover a little bit more power. We will possibly talk about the boys. We'll talk about what we think is going to happen in episode 3. T-Streams might come back. And we will cover this random topic that everybody is so divided on. Is more people divided on this one particular question. Is Ghost dead or alive? And we'll cover that too, and we'll try to support the thesis. But that's going to do it for this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, get yourself a life game. And until the next Sex is Hell video on Friday, we'll see you.
Peace.